take two.
Welcome, Soul Tribe. It's the 239 Spiritual Awakening Podcast. You know how we do it. We live somewhere different this time. We live at Bonita Springs at a stretch above and beyond. I got it right this time. Yeah. 342 on Bonita Beach Road. And we got some special guests with us. Y'all been waiting for this podcast. It's all about the yoga. And I got some pros in the building, so we're going to get it in. Yoga 101. I got the author of these lovely books, I Am Love. Get you. I Am Love. That's what it's all about. L-O-V-E. And also the Great Yoga Quest. Perfect. His name is Alawa. So I'm going to allow to introduce himself right now.
Hi. So namaste, as we say in yoga. And what am I supposed to say? Something about yoga?
Yeah, so, well, okay. So I'm going to say my 2 cents. But before we do that, this is podcast number 15. So I'm going to tell you, we always start off with the numbers and we tell you guys what the numbers mean. So, seeing the angel number 15 is often a message from the angels of the new love you will soon find. If you see this number often, you should be aware of your angels are encouraging you to important changes in your life, make some new choices, and pave the way for new beginnings, especially in the field of love. Special. We hear love, yoga is love. I don't know much about yoga. I'm gonna tell you what I know about yoga, and then you can tell me what my guests know about yoga. So what I know about yoga is yoga was introduced to America in the West somewhere in the 1930s, I believe. And I don't remember the first gentleman's name, but I do know the person who made it popular. His name was Yogananda, I believe. Hopefully I said that right. And I know he brought his best friend over, and he basically got Me Too for some other stuff. But anyway, he was here long enough to make it popular in the United States from India. And about 11% of Americans practice yoga on a daily basis, they estimate. And just so you know, for all the haters out there, because I've seen people, the haters on yoga, they say that yoga is like a form of idolatry. And I don't think that we're worshiping anything different. We're just getting some good exercises, knowing our body and our mind and our spirit. Is that right?
Absolutely, absolutely. There's a nice saying: if you can breathe, you can do yoga. Yoga is really, ultimately, it's a state of mind, and it's how you feel about things, and it's bringing you to feeling at home wherever you go. Wherever you go in the world, in any situation, you feel at home. You don't feel stressed, you don't feel anxious, you just know that love is everywhere, love is inside of you, and it's in all of us and everywhere. So that's what yoga is, you know, where it's taking you. And the stretching and the postures, the asanas and the breathing and all the other stuff is to help in that process. Adilita is here to say something as well about yoga.
I'm born and raised in a Bhakti Yoga family, but I didn't start doing actual asanas until 10 years ago. And I love it. It's something I plan to do for the rest of my life and to teach and to help to spread.
And Adilita is also a wonderful yoga teacher and Thai body worker, and among other things. So she does really amazing Thai body work. So if you need any, yes, it's good stuff. It's like Thai body work is like they call it the lazy man's yoga. So you get stretched in all different positions and deeper than you probably could go on your own.
I got a question for both of y'all. When it comes to the word yogi, what does it take to become a yogi? Is that like the ascended master, like top-notch level for someone who teaches yoga?
I think that anyone that does yoga is a yogi, and but you could say that yoga is also a whole way of life, and it's a spiritual discipline, a spiritual path. It's all up to you, really. Yoga is what you make it, and you can go all the way to enlightenment, back to God with yoga, or it could just be more of something that you do, you know, once every so often, and that's fine. You know, it's whatever you make it.
So I want y'all to go easy on us because you know some of us never tried yoga before. So this is yoga 101. If you've never experienced, what we want to get across with this podcast is for someone who's never tried yoga in their life. Now you get to experience through the camera lens and see what it's really all about. We're gonna go real simple today. We don't want to do no exercise. We don't want nobody having a heart attack and falling out, so we don't have to worry about no insurance. Anybody get sued. We're gonna keep it real simple, smooth, and easy. Y'all ready? All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Hey,
Number 15.
Live here at a Stretch and Beyond Yoga Studio in Bonita Springs.
We're about to go stretching beyond the cosmos to the ethers. You should say we're about to go to the ethers.
We're recording our TV9 Spiritual podcast. We're on location here at this beautiful yoga studio. So.
Okay, everyone.
You gotta take your position.
Yes.
So, one of the great things about yoga is that it puts you in touch with your breath. And the more you are in touch with your breath, you could say, like this man right here, the more you the more conscious you will be, the more aware, and the more you will be free of suffering, let's say, stress and suffering. So let's take a few deep breaths. We're just gonna go deep breath in, and then as you exhale, just go like go. Let it all out. Then deep breath in, back up. Deep breath open like whatever flower, and then. Let it out, and another deep breath. One more time, deep breath in. This time let out the deepest sigh again, like yeah, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back up, and we're gonna just shake it out a little bit. Shake out your body, just and let's try this breath. Yeah, you can bounce, jump, dance, and this breath here is like this. This is if you want to learn the didgeridoo from Alex. Good. Try a little bouncing. Okay, next thing is we're going to turn, let your arms just floppy. Watch your neighbor, watch you don't hit anyone. Unless they want to be hit. And we're going to do a breath. The breath is like this. It's going to be like shh. Now when you go to the center, inhale. Okay. Inhale through your nose and do the exhale through your mouth. Alright, very good. Alright, come back to center. We're keeping it a little short tonight because we've done a little time. This one is called the breath of joy. Keep your feet like about hip width. And you're going to go like this. Inhale, watch your neighbor. Inhale. Inhale, third time, all through your nose, and then ha. So it's like 1, 2, 3 deep breaths, and then ha. So inhale, inhale, 3 deep breaths, no exhale, and then exhale. So 3 inhale. And then, don't worry about your arms or if you're in sync with everyone, but just getting those breaths. Let's do a couple more. 1. Alright, we're going to go all the way down. And we're going to be like a frog for a second.
Oh.
And if you have any knee issues, you don't have to come all the way down. But let's try it like this. We're going to go inhale up, and then exhale, come down back into your frog. Inhale up, inhale, exhale.
As it is looking inside, it looks on all as one.
Let's do 5 more. Here we go. 5.
Eyes of oneness. And it must remove the mind that thinks of
3 more.
it is the mouth of God, and all of them is His.
And 1 more.
There is no other principle that
Good. Now come down for a moment. Flat on your feet. If you can, open your feet wide enough And then we're going to do this, hands to your heart, and then take a real deep, breathe down, all the way down to your pelvic floor, so all the way down. And then let it all out. Couple more breaths like that. Okay, and then let's come back up, deep breath, come back up. Take a moment with your hands at your heart just to kind of bring in a prayer or an intention for this moment. Like, why are you here? What are you calling in? What are you letting go of, and what are you calling in right now? And it might be helpful to remember what you just brought in as you do the rest of your practice, and Adinula now is going to lead us in the next part here.
Everybody come up to the front of your mats. And let's inhale our arms up. Exhale to heart center curve. Again, inhale your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, hands to knees. Exhale, down into downward dog. Walk it out. A couple of deep belly breaths. In from the nose, out from the mouth. Inhale, right leg. And exhale, bring it between your hands and come up into warrior one. Squaring the hips. Diving deep into the front knee. Back leg straight. Squaring the hips. Full deep belly breathing here. And exhale into warrior two. So back hand down, front hand, palm facing up. Use this time for manifestation. Gazing into the future you want to see. Gazing into the now. And exhale, bring the left hand down the left leg. Deep inhale in. And exhale, bring the elbows to the knee. Reaching up. Looking up. Take a couple of deep belly breathing here. Now let's exhale, come down, back into downward dog. Walk it out. Now inhale, bring that left leg straight up into the air. Shake it up.
And you both.
My hands are on the floor, can't do the L thing.
And now inhale and bring that left foot in between your hands and come up into warrior one, left side. So you're squaring the hips, palms straight up, arching the back, diving into that front knee, stacking the joints, and looking up. Deep belly breathing here, in from the nose, out from the mouth. And now exhale into warrior two. Again, manifestation time. So front palm is facing up, back palm is facing down. Gazing into your fingertips. Imagining the future you want to see. Bring it into your now. Now exhale and bring that the right arm down the right leg and left arm up. Stretching out the ribs, breathing deep into the ribs. And now exhale, bring that elbow to the knee. And reach up from the opposite side. Looking up. And now exhale, come back down into downward dog. And let's do a chaturanga. So we're going to exhale into plank pose, push-up pose, knees, chest, chin, hands to chest. Inhale up, roll the shoulders back, down, and look up. Now let's inhale, flip the feet back, and come up into downward dog. Now let's bring the right foot forward and come into pigeon pose. Down. Bring your hands about here, roll the shoulders back, down, and look up. Now let's surrender into the pose and come down, forehead to forearm, and practice belly breathing here, in from the nose, out from the mouth, pausing 2 to 3 seconds between each breath. Now, let's inhale and flip the feet back, bring the feet together, and come up into downward dog. And now let's do the left side. So inhale the left foot forward, down, into pigeon, left side. Roll the shoulders back, down, and look up. And now let's exhale and come down and surrender into the pose. And now let's inhale, bring the feet together, come back up to downward dog. Now actually let's go into seated pose, lotus pose. Bring the feet straight in front of you. And we're going to go into Shavasana. So go ahead and lay back.
Got my workout for the day. It's supposed to be one-on-one.
This is 101.
Man, maybe.
This is
All right, man. Okay. Man,
Come on, man, you got it.
I got it. Let's go.
Yo, it's something.
I love you, brother.
Amen. Fight the power.
And now a special treat for Shavasana. We will have my partner Alex do some sound healing with the didgeridoo as we relax into Shavasana.
Action.
Actually, Alex, you want to bring your didge? It might be cool to do the didge with it too. So what we're going to do is this thing called the ocean of ohms, the rolling ocean of ohms. So what we do is we start ohming, and then when you need to take a breath, you take a breath and you start again. That way the ohm never stops. Has anyone ever done this?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, and the other thing you can do here is you can play with the sound a little bit, and you can harmonize. You could do whatever you like really. And maybe Alex will start with the didge, and we'll join him with the ohm. going. Don't wait for anyone.
I'm absolutely electrified right now. My crown chakra is wide open. Great Spirit, Creator, thank you for allowing us to be gathered here today, to lift each other up and to work on ourselves and to work on each other. Please give us the strength and the wisdom to carry out these works and these healings and these teachings for those that need it. Let us be a vessel to carry greatness and love of all of creation in our hearts to share with those that are seeking it. Let us always carry our ancestors with us in our shadows as we walk upon this earth. Let us live in harmony with each other. We give honor and respect and thanks to the animals and the plants that sacrifice their lives so that we may be able to see another day. For this we are truly honored and grateful. Let us use our words with caring, compassion, and sympathy and empathy. And let us always walk in beauty and talk in peace and live in prayer from this day forward. Amen.
Ashe, ashe, ashe. Give thanks. Divine.
So for the viewers who don't know what the heck's going on right now, you gotta explain what that is and what's going on. Because I know some people watching this ain't gonna be totally tripped out right now. Like, what is this cult thing going on? So explain that. Well, you know, you gotta see the other side.
You know, right?
So explain what that is and what it does and the intention and so forth and so on.
My name is Alex, and for the last 2 years now I've been
Stand here, Alex.
I've been learning and apprenticing under various medicine men and spiritual leaders from all around the world to become a holy man myself. And the instrument that I'm playing here is known in Australia as the adaki or the didgeridoo, and it's used in ceremonies and all different types of life and rituals, I would say to them. But most importantly, what it is, this is a form of prayer. So it itself, the noise that you hear when it's being played is a representation, and it's also a vibrational representation of the Creator itself. So with this, you're able to play and just, you're having a prayer inside of you, and then the prayer is coming out of here. So it's like a vibrational frequency of that prayer. You're releasing that prayer into existence as well. And it can be used, it can be used in various forms of sound healing. For example, the Chinese symbol for medicine and music is the exact same symbol. Mine is just like a couple dots above it.
Oh, wow.
So one of the original forms of healing was actually music, vibrational frequencies as well, and hand in hand with prayer and plant medicinal uses as well.
All right. So I think that about wraps up podcast number 15.
Can we end with one more yoga? My favorite yoga position. I think Lila knows my favorite one is the happy baby pose.
Hold on, before you do that, I want them to announce where they offer the yoga classes if anyone is interested in experiencing what we just experienced live on camera. If you'd like to join us, what we experienced, take your floor, allow and let the viewers know where you offer yoga classes and so forth and so on.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having us. We are offering yoga trainings here in Naples, or this is Benita, right here in Southwest Florida, and we're offering 200-hour and 300-hour yoga teacher trainings, which is probably a little much for a lot of people. But if you're interested in becoming a yoga teacher, or really want to get into yoga, and you want to find the place to do it, check us out. And also we're offering trainings on Maui this summer, starting in June. So and we offer classes and things on the beach as well. And then,
Aloha. So you're officially at Samarisa now?
We're trying to get back in. We're trying to get back in, and the way to do that is to get some people to come to our trainings, and that's how we're gonna get it back. And we'd love to have you, Michael, if you still have any tables.
Yeah.
What about you?
Absolutely.
And I am teaching yoga here, also on the beach, but I'm teaching classes here every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. And I'm available for private yoga as well, and also for Thai yoga body work.
How can they get in touch with both of you two? You got social media, phone number, website, whatever you
The
want.
Thai yoga includes the sound healing as well.
How can they get in touch with you two?
My Facebook name is Alawa Lani, Lani, and I don't know. Phone number is 239-592-0898.
And I'm Arilila Anu, and on Instagram I am Naples Yoga, and my phone number is 347-234-5452.
You gotta say it again. One more time, because that was kind of confusing.
My phone number is 347 Adi Lila, which is 347-234-5452.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you want to officially end podcast number 15, Mike?
Yeah.
AKA Mr. Body Tuning.
My favorite yoga pose.
The happy bitch. I don't know.
Happy baby.
I think Mike's got to show you how to
Mike's
Awesome.
I need more room to roll though. I need more room to
Still
roll.
recording, but till number 16, we'll see y'all again. All the info is in the description box. Contact Enchanted Raven, Wild Bloom.
It's still going, hold on, it's still going. Yes, Wild Bloom Creations. 239.
239 Spiritual Awakening Podcast.
Enchanted Raven.
Gypsy_48 on Instagram.
Sexual Healing Goddess on Instagram. Wild Bloom Creations on Instagram.
All the descriptions in the below the video.
It's all tried. 239. It's all tried.
Join us, whatever you want. Come. We welcome everybody. All face, backgrounds, skin color, it don't matter.
And remember, you're not tired, you're not inspired, so.
Oh.